On a cold winter night in December 1995, the city of Boston was gripped by a mystery that would haunt it for decades. Olivia Hastings, a 25-year-old heiress to a vast real estate empire, vanished without a trace. The circumstances surrounding her disappearance were as bizarre as they were chilling, leaving investigators baffled and the public enthralled. If you enjoy gripping true crime stories, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating mysteries. The night she disappeared. Olivia was last seen leaving an upscale restaurant in the Back Bay area after dining with close friends. She had planned to drive home alone, but her car was found abandoned a few miles away with the driver's door wide open, the engine still running, and her handbag sitting on the passenger seat. There were no signs of a struggle, no blood, no broken glass, no footprints in the fresh snow. It was as if she had simply evaporated into the night. The last confirmed sighting of Olivia was at 10:37 p.m. when security cameras captured her exiting the restaurant. She appeared to be in good spirits, laughing as she bid farewell to her friends. Her car, a black Mercedes-Benz, was spotted on a traffic camera about 15 minutes later, but after that, she seemed to disappear into thin air. The police scoured surveillance footage, questioned witnesses, and retraced her steps, but no immediate clues emerged. The investigation begins. Her wealthy and influential family offered a substantial reward for any information, and the media frenzy that followed turned Olivia's case into a national sensation. Police launched an extensive investigation, interviewing family, friends, and even distant acquaintances. The first major break came when security footage surfaced from a nearby ATM, showing Olivia withdrawing $200 just minutes before she vanished. Standing behind her in the footage was a man in a dark hoodie, his face partially obscured by a scarf. But before investigators could identify him, the lead went cold. Rumors quickly began to circulate. Some suspected she had been kidnapped for ransom, given her family's immense fortune. Others theorized she had voluntarily disappeared, possibly to escape the pressures of her family name. Then there were those who believed something more sinister had happened, that Olivia had fallen victim to a carefully planned crime. A family under scrutiny. As investigators dug deeper, they uncovered tension within the Hastings family. Olivia's father, Charles Hastings, was known for his ruthless business dealings and had made enemies over the years. Some speculated that Olivia had been targeted as a way to get back at him. Adding to the intrigue was Olivia's older brother, Ethan, who had a history of reckless behavior and had been cut out of the family's business dealings. Though he had an alibi for the night of Olivia's disappearance, some believed he knew more than he was letting on. Then, there was Olivia's fiancé, Daniel Crowe. The couple had been engaged for just 6 months, and by all appearances, they were deeply in love. But as investigators began to dig into their relationship, troubling details emerged. Friends revealed that Olivia had expressed doubts about the engagement and had confided in them about Daniel's controlling behavior. Just a week before her disappearance, she had told a friend that she was planning to call off the wedding. Years of silence. Despite extensive searches, Olivia's case remained cold for nearly 2 decades. Private investigators hired by the Hastings family followed every lead, but nothing ever led to Olivia. Theories ranged from human trafficking to a secret second life, but none provided closure. The case became one of Boston's most infamous unsolved mysteries, often discussed in crime documentaries and online forums. Then, in 2012, a shocking discovery reignited the case. A hiker in the White Mountains of New Hampshire stumbled upon a set of human remains buried in a shallow grave. DNA testing confirmed what many had feared: Olivia Hastings had been found, nearly 17 years after she vanished. The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the skull, and forensic analysis suggested she had been killed shortly after she disappeared. A shocking twist. The case took another dramatic turn when investigators uncovered a startling connection. Daniel Crowe had owned a remote cabin just miles from where Olivia's remains were found. Crowe, once a respected financial analyst, had spiraled into debt and had a documented history of erratic behavior. The evidence against him was damning. Phone records placed him near the crime scene the night Olivia vanished, and old journal entries hinted at a troubled and controlling relationship. In 2015, Daniel Crowe was arrested and charged with Olivia's murder. At trial, prosecutors painted a chilling picture of a man desperate to control a woman who had planned to leave him. Witnesses testified that Olivia had confided in friends about her fears, and forensic experts linked Crowe's vehicle to the scene where her car was abandoned. Despite his repeated denials, the jury took only 6 hours to convict Crowe of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Lingering questions. Though Olivia's family finally received justice, the mystery of her final moments remains unanswered. What happened in those fateful minutes between her ATM visit and the moment she vanished into the night? The truth may never be fully known, but one thing is certain: Olivia Hastings' disappearance remains one of Boston's most haunting true crime stories. Even today, amateur sleuths continue to pore over the case, looking for clues that may have been overlooked. Some still question whether Daniel acted alone or if others were involved. The chilling nature of Olivia's disappearance and the long years of unanswered questions have cemented her story in crime history, ensuring that she will never be forgotten.